Hey everybody, thanks for checking out my video. It's friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete here, and this is the next installment in my collaboration with Colonel Cook with our horror movie superlatives. Today, we're up to 1987, and before I start, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, because I'm also staying at Camp Crystal Lake this summer as I'm covering the entire Friday the 13th franchise on my Nails in the Coffin series, so you're not going to want to miss an episode of that because they're a lot of fun. So after you watch this video with my picks, make sure you go to Carlin's channel, link in the description below. Then after you watch both videos, please watch both videos first. Then go back to Carlin's channel, go to the community tab on it, and then vote for who you thought had the better picks, whether those picks most closely resembled yours or whoever had the best justifications. It doesn't matter. This is all for fun. We're getting fantastic feedback on this series, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So it's really good times, and everyone, thank you for watching this because it's a lot of fun. So I think that's about it, right? Okay, so let's get to 1987 and pick out some horror movie superlatives. My selection for the most amazing horror movie for 1987 is Evil Dead 2. As much as I love the first Evil Dead, I think I love Evil Dead 2 even a little bit more. And I even picked Evil Dead for the most amazing horror movie to come out in 1981 because these are really some fantastic movies. And this is a great sequel. Because of rights issues, I'm sure you know they had to reshoot the beginning of the film, but it works. And as always, Bruce Campbell is gold in this movie. He performed most of his own stunts, and that just shows you what a dedicated actor he really is. And I think when people think of Ash Williams, they picture the scenes from this movie. Evil Dead 2 has like the perfect balance of humor, horror, and gore. Evil Ash looks great, and I love this scene where he picks up the necklace, and Evil Ash doesn't even say anything in that scene, but there's so much emotion in him, and that just compliments to Bruce Campbell as the actor because it's such a wonderful done scene. But most of the scenes in this movie are, and the part of the movie where he builds himself the chainsaw rig to put on his hand is one of the best scenes in horror. It's so iconic. Evil Dead 2 is a fantastic, fantastic movie, and I think it was a great selection for the most amazing horror movie of 1987.
Groovy.
My So Bad It's Good pick, probably lesser known, but I went with Creepazoids. Written, produced, and directed by David Tecotto. A name synonymous with So Bad It's Good. He's responsible for such classics as Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bolorama, Nightmare Sisters, and even one of the best Puppet Master films, Puppet Master 3. This movie stars the beautiful of all Scream Queens, Linnea Quigley. It's about a group of 5 U.S. Army deserters who take refuge from acid rain in an abandoned laboratory complex. They soon discovered the lab was a top-secret government research center where they find genetically altered, mutated monsters who starts picking them off one by one. It's a low-budget movie. They would even redress the same scene different ways and use it for, different areas of the film. But it works. And this movie could also go really great with the WTF movie, but I thought It's So Bad It's Good because there are some bad aspects of it, but it's such a fun movie. The acting is typical B-movie acting. The effects are kind of silly. The story is predictable, but I love every minute of it. If you like David Tecotto's other movies, I think you're really going to enjoy this one because Creepazoids definitely is so bad it's good. Now for my WTF movie. And the reason I didn't select Creepazoids for WTF is because this movie is way more WTF. Blood Diner. Now, why exactly did I pick Blood Diner as the WTF movie? Because it starts off with the voiceover saying this.
He is armed and dangerous and has been spotted in the West Side area armed with a meat cleaver in one hand and his genitals in the other.
And that pretty much describes the movie and why it's a crazy movie. This movie is filled with WTF moments like having a wrestler called Jimmy Hitler, and that's really just kind of wrong. And there's a scene with topless aerobics, which adds nothing to the story other than just adding nudity for the sake of adding nudity. There's a scene at a diner where detectives are talking to a large doll, and they play it seriously as this person is actually talking to them, and he's got a really funny dubbed voice, which, again, makes no sense. And it's just, that describes this movie. You almost think some of the voices are dubbed because it doesn't really match what you think that person sounds like. And if you've seen this movie, you probably said to yourself a bunch of times, WTF. And it's a fun, crazy movie and perfect for the WTF category. For Best Gore, this was an easy selection. you can't talk about best gore without mentioning Clive Barker's Hellraiser. What a movie, and the special effects are something else. Special effects done by Bob Keane. Pinhead and the Cenobites just look amazing.
We'll tear your soul apart.
And when Frank is being reborn after absorbing the blood from Larry's cut hand, which is a gross scene, Frank's rebirth is so gruesome and awesome. All the effects look great. Watching Frank's, reformation to a human form is just amazing. You could just watch that scene over and over again. Plus, Hellraiser is just an incredible movie based off the works of, Clive Barker's Books of Blood, which I read. And this movie also could have been in the most amazing spot, but I think it was better fitted for best gore, but it's also deserving for most amazing because Hellraiser is an incredible movie. And again, just watching the gore in it, even in the sequel has great gore, but this movie alone, when you talk about gore and horror, you have to talk about Hellraiser and Frank scene, and it's just amazing and easy pick for me for the best gore. For the most unique movie, and again, this movie could have been great for WTF, but I think it's most unique because I've never seen a movie like it before. Street Trash. Street Trash is a wild ride. Like I said, I've never seen a movie like it before. I haven't seen a movie like it since. And it's just an insane movie. It's about a group of hobos who melt into multicolored piles of goo after drinking 60-year-old liquor called Tenafly Viper that the liquor store clerk finds underneath the staircase in the back office, and he just starts selling it. It's a silly and gross movie, but everybody plays it serious. It's almost like not played as a comedy. It's played as a serious movie. The characters are just insane. And like I said, you're not going to see a movie like this, Street Trash. The special effects are something else. It's a crazy movie, and I definitely think it is unique because, there aren't many movies like Street Trash, and it's my selection for the most unique movie of 1987. For the most overrated, I went with Creepshow 2. The original Creepshow is a horror classic. I love it. 5 great stories in that anthology. Creepshow 2 only has 3, and I think the stories are okay at best. Oh Chief Woodenhead is predictable, and it's just okay. The raft is weird, and I really don't care for that story. There's a scene where they're stuck on a raft, and this guy is pretty much sexually assaulting a young woman who is sleeping, only to be interrupted when the oil slick grabs her from the raft and pulls her into the lake, killing her. He tries to swim away, but he gets what he deserves when the oil slick catches up to him on the beach. It's just weird. I really don't care for it. The Hitchhiker is pretty good, but again, it's a little bit predictable. I will say the effects are good in that one, but Creepshow 2 just can't hold a candle to the original Creepshow. We're not even going to talk about Creepshow 3. That's a pile of garbage. But yeah, it's not that bad of a movie. I just think, when you have the name like Creepshow, you get a lot to live up to, and Creepshow 2 just doesn't cover it. So it was my selection for the most overrated horror movie of 1987. And finally, my selection for the most underrated horror movie, The Hidden. Lesser known movie I don't hear a lot of people talking about. And if you've never heard of it, it's a movie about an alien parasite that can possess human bodies. And once it does, that person goes on violent crime sprees, committing murder and robberies. And now, when the alien is in its human host, the alien has this subtle tell where it just sticks its tongue out just a little bit. And it's a great little tell. And they even get a dog to do it when the alien is inside of a dog. And it's a nice little touch to this movie. It's a fun movie from the 80s. The acting is solid. I really do enjoy the story. And the effects are great, especially when you see the alien go from one body to the other. I think more people should definitely be talking about The Hidden. And I don't want to give any away spoilers in case you haven't seen it, because I definitely think you should check it out. If you're a fan of movies of like I Come in Peace and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, those type of movies, I really think you'll enjoy The Hidden. And I definitely think you should check it out because it surely is one of the most underrated horror movies to come out in 1987. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all my selections. Here's a quick summary. Most amazing, Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2. So Bad It's Good, David Tacato's Creepazoids. WTF movie, Blood Diner is great. Best gore, of course, Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Most unique, never seen a movie like it, Street Trash. Most overrated, yeah, Creepshow 2. And the most underrated, a movie you definitely should check out, The Hidden. Thanks again for watching this video. Now, please go to Carlin's channel, link in the description, and watch his video with the same name. Then go to the community tab on his channel and vote on who you thought had the better picks. Also, as always, let me know in the comments down below what your selections would have been for 1987. I really love reading those comments. They're great, and we love the feedback we're getting, and I really want to thank everybody for supporting us in this little venture that Carl and I are partaking. It's really, we're having a lot of fun doing it. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss a video, and please check out my Nails in the Coffin series. Like I said earlier, I'm at Camp Crystal Lake covering all the movies in the Friday the 13th franchise. It's a lot of fun, so definitely be sure to check that out. Well, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I am your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and remember, with great kills, there must also come great nails.